We are back 98.3 on your FM dial, waking up with the bull in the morning. What's up, baby bull cows and mommy bull cows and daddy bull cows and granddaddy and grandmama bull cows and babies, mamas, mamas, babies, mamas, mamas, bull cows? It's the bull back in the building. Look at that, beautiful. It's a bubblegum 7-pot peach ghost Jami. You see the calyx bleeding? It's orange. The stem's starting to turn orange too. Sorry about that. I believe that they're at their ripest point when that stem starts getting orange, or when it turns orange. Yeah, I got a little got the Monster Mash Xtreme. Late for work, YouTube.com exclusive. So that is I got a little sample here. I'm gonna put it on my breakfast. It is an extreme. It's a hotter version of Monster Mash. Okay, let's turn. It's not a challenge sauce. If you're gonna review it, please take more than a tiny little Chase to Heat spoonful of it. It's so good. Cause you can kind of tell it's hotter when you first put it in your mouth, but it doesn't really hit you till you get a couple bites in you. Almost like some of these sauces, like this one, I can tell it's hot, and then it's like after about 3 bites, I start to get a nice burn. So that is what's up. How's everybody doing out there today? It's waking up with the bull. You know what it is. It's nothing new. Nothing new under the sun. Let's give this bubble gum a try. Ooh. So it has a lot of like a concentrated peach pod flavor, but it also has really good citrus notes. So it is a peachish orange pod. More tangerine to me in color, but is crossed with a peach ghost Jami. I'm not sure which bubblegum they crossed with. It could have been a red, could have been a yellow, could have been an orange. But they're hot, I'll tell you that. They got really good heat. They're kind of cool looking with the calyx and everything. Those peppers have a good amount of placenta. Woo! Nice burn going. A pepper I might grow next year. There is a decent amount of a floral flavor down in the placenta, but not. It's not like just a deep floral. It's more like peach pod floral, you know. Peach pods have a weird kind of floralness to them. I like some peach pods. Some peach pods are a little too strong for me, you know, to sit there and just eat them plain. I do throw a couple peach pods go into my Monster Mash, and don't like making tink with them. I just don't like the flavor when they're dried out. It's just my personal preference, though. Don't get mad at the bull cow. Just saying what I like. So I made mellow yellow, right? The first one I don't think there was very little, or maybe there might have been a little peach pod somewhere, but it was all, I think, 12 to 14 different types of yellow super hots, and a couple that weren't super hots, like yellow Thai and MOA, and it was so good. It was hot, but it was smooth because of those yellow pods. And then I decided to make a version 2.0, but I no longer had some of those yellow powders. I had a lot of them, but I was missing a few. So I took a small amount of peach pods that I had dried and grounded them up and threw them in there. When I tried that tank with just that little bit of peach pods in it, I could taste the difference. It wasn't bad, but there was a sharpness to it, and it was a little less smooth because of the peach pods. But most people didn't notice it. A couple people told me they thought it tasted a little bit different, but they still loved it. Still a really good tank, no matter how you cut it. So my mouth, I got a pretty decent burn. The Xtreme Monster Mash actually takes a minute to kick in. And that's what happened yesterday when it was, when I was getting ready to bottle it up. Took a spoonful of it. I said, it's not hot. Started panicking. Now I got to give it to Mrs. Bokow. Took another spoon. Walked in the living room. I'm like, it's not hot. Hot. Hot is the magic word. That's what got me when I was 7 years old. I took a pepper. My father thought I was going to take a little bite of it. I took the whole thing, put it in my mouth. And he goes, no! And he tried to stop me. I already had it. In my mouth. I go, it's not even hot. Man, right when I said the word hot, it hit me. And I got burned. Both our ears were burning, man. Throat, panic mode at 7 years old. And I love the flavor of the pepper so much. I love the burn too, but not that intense. So I used to get them peppers and chew on them. And so, but anyways, I didn't get an ear burn off the sauce. There's the other half of that bad boy. But right when I said hot, it was funny. It started kicking in. And then I said, okay. Gave Mrs. Bokow a couple bites. She approved. It was really her idea. Last year I made a Hell Garden edition of Monster Mash. It was all Nick Kemp's hottest peppers in it. And it was very limited edition. I think some people still have a little bit left, but people really loved it because, Monster Mash is a favorite of chili heads. The thing is that the way it's made, it loses a lot of its heat because I do a brine and a mash, and flavor. This is a sauce for flavor, and I want everyone to eat it. I don't want. So let's just say this: it's designed for chili heads, for flavor. If a non-chili head eats it, I want them to be able to eat it. Now I do know people that just off the original, they get burnt off of it. And they're not chili heads, but they are people that like hot sauce, They would never eat a pepper. Tincture, nothing like that. So our sauces are made for chili heads. You can taste the super hots in them. But they're mild enough where most people can eat them. And so the chili heads have asked me for a while, on and off, when am I going to make a extreme version? And so talked to Jason from Late for Work, Mrs. Bokow. Mrs. Bokow was really pushed me. And I said, you know what, we'll do it. So we add a little special blend of pure capsaicin and pepper powder to bring the heat level up. And it's probably about 5 times hotter than the original. Non-chili head, this would get you ripped. Non-chili head might enjoy a little dabs of it. And it wouldn't burn them right off the bat. It takes a minute to kick in. A chili head, you'd be able to smash a half a bottle of it on your food, but you'd come away with a nice burn. So the bubblegum peach ghost jammy. Uh, to be honest, I haven't seen anyone growing them this year. I don't know why. I bought the seeds. I think I got the seeds from White Hot Peppers last year, which was the first website I found on the internet to buy seeds from. Everything I got from them germinated real well and grew true. And that was one that just looked cool. I was like, hey, let me try some different stuff that I've never heard of. Sometimes that is the biggest, sometimes that's the biggest thing. Yeah. There's some peppers out there that are almost extinct. And I mean literally. There was peppers that were crossed or like released not too long back. Some of the crossers weren't satisfied with it, or they just did so much other stuff that it got forgotten about. Seeds went around in the pepper community, and then, bam, nobody grows it, And you got people that might remember it. They'll find out eventually, maybe 2-3 years on the road, someone that has seeds, they'll get them, and they'll grow them, and that pepper will make a comeback. Or maybe not. Maybe it'll just be a couple people that'll grow it. So, you will see a lot of that. Like, I've talked to so many growers this year, and like peppers like the Space X, the Peach X, Papa Dreddy. I don't know anyone that's growing, I mean, and I've tried, I've looked for a lot of people, so I'm like, man, so that's the thing. We don't want to lose pepper crosses, We want to keep as many varieties out there as possible, except for the Moruga Scorpion and the Carolina Reaper. You could frickin' make those things extinct, and I will throw a party. I'll give nice boxes of peppers. I'll give a box of peppers away to every person that's responsible for destroying the Morugi Scorpion and the Carolina Queefer. In case you haven't followed my channel long enough, I don't like those peppers. This sauce was made with them. Right in the garbage. They're not good for sauce. They're good for powder, but so are a million other peppers. So, if you grow Carolina Reapers, Moruga Scorpion Reds, just stop. Just freaking stop!